Joker, and welcome to the first episode of Cool Tapes. Because I painted my wall like slime and I wanted to talk to you about my tapes. Because they're all over the place and on the floor. And I tried to organise them and it didn't go too well because I have too many tapes with another $140 worth of tapes on the way. So without further ado, with my cool hat on backwards, we're going to talk about the tapes that I watched recently. Starting with, well, I haven't watched this recently, but it's Return of the Living Dead. And this is a very exciting thing for me because I didn't own the tape. I owned the cover, thanks to my friend Derek. Thanks, Derek. But I didn't own the actual tape. So exciting times ahead. Somebody got 20 minutes in, didn't finish the film. Very strange. It's a horror film, but a little bit more comedy based. There's a bit of nudity. There's some boobies on the back cover, which was always exciting when you were renting it at the video store if you had something with boobies. Whoop! It has cool punks and it has skeletons that come back to life, and it's just a lot of fun. And I'm very excited that I finally own both, because to buy this tape, how much is it? Like $150?
Yeah, one was actually going to auction while we were looking for the tape, and I think it went for about $80, $90.
That's a lot of money, but I got the cover free and then just paid $30 just for the tape. So that's a good time. Let's talk about, is this the one with the cool...
With the cool one?
With the lights, or is that Police
No,
Story 1?
that's Police Story 1.
Well, I'm going to hold Police Story 2, but tell you about Police Story 1.
Police Story 1's down there.
Where is Police Story?
I don't know. Have a look. Look at all these tapes. It's definitely not in that. Oh, there it is. It's, oh no, that's Police Story 2. Find...
I
You found it?
Oh, jeez. Let's talk about Police Story. This is a movie starring the one and only, my one true love, Jack Chan. I love him, and Lee met him once, and it was a good day.
Yeah, I was working at a supermarket at the time.
You can't just talk, you have to come over here.
But I'm not ready.
That's fine.
I'm wearing our shirt.
It's fine. And you need a haircut, but it's also it's fine.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah, I was working at a supermarket when I was probably 13 and in the height of my Jackie Chan obsession, and he came into the grocery store. And I said, I'm your biggest fan. And he turned to me and said, do you know what? I'm your biggest fan.
It's amazing.
And I felt it right in my heart.
I didn't know that Jackie Chan was a fan of Liam. So it's just me and Jackie Chan then. So that's two people that think you're pretty cool. That's good. But we're going to talk about Police Story, which I'm going to count as a Christmas film, because for some reason every Christmas I want to watch Police Story. It's got nothing to do with Christmas. Is it got the Christmas lights in it where he goes down the pole at the shopping centre? Is that a different movie?
I think it's a stretch. I think they're just lights.
There's a cool scene in it where he's in a shopping mall and he's like fighting people, and he fights people in the sporting section bit, and I like that bit because I get a thrill thinking about someone getting hit with a baseball bat. That sounds terrible, but it's true. And then he goes down a pole, and it was a real stunt, and he got electrocuted, and it was crazy. And if you watch it, it's like, how could someone do that?
When they destroy the entire village.
Oh yeah, and they get in a car, and they literally drive it down a hill through all these buildings. It's crazy. It's a crazy scene, and it's just a good movie. It has some really good stunts.
And how good is Police Story 3 with Michelle Yeoh?
Michelle Yeoh is a national treasure as well. Yeah. Very good. Is that the one with the motorbike and she goes on top of the cars?
Train.
She lands on a moving train on a motorbike, and that's not CG. She really did it. It's insane. Anyway, so that's a Police Story. What else can we talk about? Oh, okay. So we watched Teachers and Mrs. Tingle, right? And I used to love this movie, and this is the problem this week. Is I keep going to watch movies I used to love and they're not that good. So we watched Teacher Mrs. Tingle. I like it because it has Joey from Dawson's Creek in it, and that guy from Seventh Heaven, and this girl who, if you're a fan of Freddy Got Fingered, that's his girlfriend from Freddy Got Fingered, one of my favourite movies ever. Anyway, Betty.
Got
anyway,
some jewels,
so
Betty.
I went to watch this. And I was like, Liam, I used to love this movie. It's gonna be a good time. And the ending is so lackluster. It's like about these three teenagers that aren't happy with their scores at school because they can't get the scholarship, so they literally kidnap their teacher. And I just have to say that the repercussions for that were not a good payoff, and I didn't enjoy it.
They didn't bother writing a clear ending.
No, they didn't.
And so they were just
Remember, you have to come on camera if you're going to talk. You can't stand behind the camera and talk.
So there were no any repercussions for what they did. They committed many crimes.
So many crimes.
And attempted murder.
Yeah.
And Yeah, and then it just like they decide to give him a happy ending, even though all three of them are absolute douchebags.
I don't care if no spoiler alert, because you should have watched this movie by now.
Yeah.
But maybe don't watch this movie because it wasn't very good.
Except Helen Mirren.
Helen Mirren.
Chef's kiss.
Chef's kiss, or what is Paul McCartney kiss? Another movie that's very bad is Juice Bigelow, European Gigolo. One of my childhood favourites. I used to quote every moment. No, that's the even worse one. It's Juice Bigelow, Male Gigolo. Don't even bother with European Gigolo. I think we got like 20 minutes into that where we were talking about. Anyway, Juice Bigelow is not a good film. And it used to be very funny, and I was a very #1 Rob Schneider fan. And then I watched it, and I felt like it wasn't okay. And there was a lot of making fun of women that are tall, and making fun of women that are cool, and it hurt my feelings.
Look at that stain on the floor.
We bought the house second hand, okay? It came with stains. Who knows what it was?
Yeah,
okay?
and we haven't been able to fix them because of ISO.
Yeah.
But there are all these weird stains around. We're thinking about just tearing up this carpet, by the way.
Yeah, when we have time and money and it's not isolation. Anyway, so that's the end of my rant. Juice Bigelow, no longer a good film. So much so that, believe it or not, I actually got rid of it. The tape is out. It's gone. I took it to an op shop. Someone else can watch it. I don't like it anymore. I don't know how I feel about, my whole mind's been blown about Rob Schneider. I was Schneider to the max, now I'm Schneider no-nos. So thank you for listening to that rant. What else can we talk about? Didn't we watch, where are the
On the floor. Sausage Robin.
Oh, okay. Here we have some tapes that I got in the mail. All of them? What's down the bottom? Oh, Apples. Oh, I'll talk about those too. Just from here. Night of the Creps is a really great film. It's got Tom Atkins in it, and he's like a cool cop that's always smoking a cigar. He's always really angry in it, and it's about zombies that come back on prom night, and it's really fun. And Tom Atkins has a really good line there where he goes to the window and he goes, "Good news, girls, your dates are here. The bad news is they're dead." And it's the best, and I love it. And I thought I owned the tape, right? So I went to watch it the other day, and I didn't own it. So I had to buy it, because that's how my brain works. Why rent a movie when you can own a 30-year-old tape? Anyway, I also got this. All 4 critters in one lot. It was like $35. Couldn't believe it. I don't know how we did it. Liam was like, "Hey, look, this is on eBay," and I was like, "No, it's not. It's because I had bought it." And here they are, and they're in colourful tape covers, which is cool, and all ex-rental. And I love critters, just in case you didn't know. It's one of my true loves of horror, but also in life. And Liam and I made a critter, and we named him Christopher. And I did all the fur, and I think Liam's gone to get it, so I'm stalling. Here he is. It's Christopher. Here he is. He's Meat Moop's best friend, as you guys know, Christopher. He's a critter. Anyway, so I got all these, and so we started working our way through them, but we started with number 2. And it has a really good scene in it where all the critters are in like a sandwich or a burger shop, and they start throwing around all the lettuce, and it's very, very amusing. And there's also a scene where there's a guy who's an Easter bunny, and the Easter bunny comes to the church, and then the critters jump in the suit and eat him, and it's very funny. I mean, Easter's ruined because of critters. So I highly recommend all the Critters films. One of them has young Leonardo DiCaprio in it, which you can enjoy, but there's lots of practical effects, and you can see many Christophers, and it will be a good time for you. So that was good. I've bought so many tapes lately, and I said to Liam this week, don't buy anything because we'll spend too much. And then I spent $140 on tapes because I want to see the movie Look Who's Talking. Never seen it, and now it's coming in the mail. I am a trash human. Anyway, okay. Also watched Appleseed. I've never seen Appleseed before, and it looks real lame from the cover. I am not a fan of mech suits, and I mean, I like robots, but it just didn't interest me. But then Liam's like, because we have to take turns watching movies, because we have so many fights about what movie we're going to watch. So one night Liam chooses, the next I choose, and that's what we do now. And you can't complain. You have to watch the movie that the other person wants to watch. So one night this was Liam's choice, and it's amazing. It's real 80s, and the soundtrack was really 80s, and there was lots of pastel colors, and everyone was wearing like cool, like pastel yellow suits, and there's lots of things of people eating hamburgers, which I really enjoyed. And there's this cool sign which I'll put a picture of here, and it's like a hamburger sign, but it's like tangerine colored. It was amazing. But it's also about robots and evil, but it's also about cops, and it has kick-ass chickadees in it. So highly recommend Appleseed. And that's made me want to watch some more anime. We have a big pile of anime on the floor to get through, so that's exciting. And then I'm going to finish off the film, this film, with a great film. Jean-Claude Van Damme's Bloodsport. Now this is very cool for many reasons. I watched it, never seen it before, and now I'm on a bit of a Jean-Claude Van Damme binge, and I always think about that video of him dancing with that lady whenever I think of Jean-Claude. Gets me all hot. But Jean-Claude, in this movie, he is the Ultimate Fighter, and he is gonna go to Ultimate Fighting competition to prove his worth, to honor his dude that taught him how to do all his martial arts, and then he meets Bolo Young, and it's annoying because he's not on the cover, and he's really massive, and he should be the hero of the film. Here he is. Look how massive this dude is. Now he's real old, and Liam showed me a video of them being friends now. And they're both real old. But here, he should have been the hero. It should have been him and Bolo Young having a fist punch. And he does the splits on the top of the peak in Hong Kong. And I've been there, and it's a cool place. And it's a good movie. It has great martial arts. Bolo Young being absolutely ripped. And Jean-Claude Van Damme being a bit of a creep.
Tell me about the tape. The tape doesn't look quite right.
Sorry. I meant to tell you. And so this tape is cool because in Canberra, where I'm from, you used to go to places like Sanity or like Povo CD stores, and they'd have their own off-brand tapes that they clearly are not licensed. So the cover's like a little bit Povo, but you always know it's homemade because of this. Look at that. That's nostalgic as hell for me because that's how I got Evil Dead. I think I have that here. Here we go. So we got Evil Dead in the same type. So this is how we first got Evil Dead in Canberra, in the same thing, and oh, look at that text. That's professional. So for us, it's very nostalgic.
What about our Texas Chainsaw Massacre that's missing the last 10 minutes because it ran out of tape?
Yeah, I think that's an Australian thing though. So apparently the release in Australia, which is on one of those, they couldn't fit the whole movie. So who knows what happens at the end? Does she run away? Does she make it?
As soon as she leaves the house,
that's it.
It just cuts and rewinds.
I'll never know. Does she get saved? We'll never know.
And
anyway,
for some reason we kept it. It's somewhere in there.
I can't do more. I can't get rid of tapes. The only one I've gotten rid of is Juice Bigelow.
Yeah.
I don't want that. But the rest are very nice. Anyway, so that's all for this episode of Cool Tapes. Mainly I just wanted to show you that we painted our wall like slime. It took all day, but we're real proud of it. And then this is going to be a whole VHS wall. This is temporary while we sort things out. So that's it. That's it from me. I just felt like talking to you guys and showing you some tapes. Hello, and I hope your eyesight was okay, and I love you. And that's it.